I am here to change the narrative of the world. I am here to change the narrative of the world.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you to today's edition of African Youth Parliament. Welcome to today's edition of African Youth Parliament. I am your honorable speaker, Damine. I thank you, Dudu Spirit, from the first and only Pan-African Youth, for this wonderful opportunity. It's always a pleasure to be on this platform. In fact, I'm always looking forward to this day because everything I think about is majorly about Africa now. You know, this platform has given me an opportunity to think broader, to think deeper about everything. And so I thank everyone who is present here, everyone who is listening to us right now on African Youth Parliament, everyone that is listening to us on Dudu Spree FM. Thank you very much. To those watching us live on YouTube, I say a very big thank you. Thank you for your time. Then everyone who is here right now, I say a very big thank you. Thank you very much, Jokade. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. I thank you very much, Mr. Akorede. Very good to have you today. I thank you, Phoenix. Very good to have you on the show today. It's a very wonderful opportunity. So thank you very much, everyone who is here now. So today we're here to discuss something yet important. Once again, Happy New Year. This is the second Sunday of the month. Today being the 8th day of January 2023. Oh, very good. Cypher Ilioluwa. So good to have you on the show. Welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you too. Thank you. It's very good to show. So now, today we want to discuss, for some months now, some weeks actually, discussing controlling what controls you. In Africa, we are fond of, passing blame, not owning up, saying things. In fact, this was brought to my awareness by one of the speakers there. We realize that whenever they say Africa is not doing enough, at the end of the day, we start saying, we're not doing enough because of this. We're not doing enough because of this. We're not doing enough because of this. But when can we look at the mirror and speak to the man in the mirror? When can we own up and say, yeah, the reason why we're not doing well is because I am refusing to do this. It's because I am refusing to do this. It is time to stop pointing fingers outside and looking inwards. And that is what we're here to discuss today. So we're here to discuss what actually is a bane to Africa. What has been slowing us down? What has been stopping us from doing what we could actually do, from attaining that great height, from getting to that pinnacle of success? It is inarguable that Africa is not doing what we should do compared to what we could do. We're not hitting our potential. We're not doing our best yet. But we know we can do that. And we have been blaming others. We've been saying, okay, it's because we were colonized, it's because of this, it's because of that. But today now, we want to look at some of the things that we have caused. We're taking responsibility too. Like, what did I do? Or what am I doing that is still keeping Africa down? How have I not been an African enough? Maybe I've not been a good African enough. So that is what we're here to discuss today. So, firstly, I would like to make an example. Okay, I was reading on Dudu Spree FM. Yeah, we have a blog on Dudu Spree, a blog site. So, and I saw it today. When our content creator, our guy, posted something. It was like I was flogged because I spoke my mother language in a school. This made me think back, like now, it made me think back, like when I was in secondary school. In fact, when I was in primary school, I got flogged a lot whenever I speak my own mother tongue. I'm a Yoruba man, an African. Whenever I speak that language in school, they'll flog me.
I am here to change the narrative of the world. I am here to change the narrative of the world
and collect 20 naira. When I was in school, it became more consistent because the funniest thing, it's just like, Shebi Tabi, I'm the one that did it. I'm just putting just one word. Kanikwe, I came late to school, that is enough to get in so much trouble. Just, I came into school, I'll have given you the book on time. And this is not something we want. This is something that is pulling us down. Many people have made this error, but supporting them, telling them that, yeah, they should do that. That is how it's going to be. I have done some things that are not good enough to make me, as in it's not African enough. I also said things that made me less African. There was a time that I was even thinking maybe these white guys are a lot smarter than we are. They're a lot more brilliant. But nonetheless, I don't think that is good. It's not a good representation for Africa. And it's not a good thing to Africa. So now, many of us might have done things collectively, individually, just to reduce Africanism, just to reduce us, you understand? And that is what we're here to discuss and remove. So I would like to leave the floor open now to anyone who would like to contribute. So what do you think? What are you doing? How are you not taking the responsibility? What are you responsible for? What bad are you responsible for too? It might not be a bad thing. It might just be a wrongdoing, something that is not good enough. So what are you responsible for? What have you done less? What could you have done better as an African that you are not doing? What could you have done better than not doing? And that is what we're discussing today. So thank you very much. Should we start with Ajoke Ade? Ajoke Ade, please, would you come in? So what is your opinion on this?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Let me say Happy New Year to everybody. It's great to be in the house and see everybody's face. Okay, we were here on the 1st. Even, yes, we were here on the 1st, and it's a great time to be in the house. So now here we are thinking of our misfortunes, our problems, and everything we are thinking that ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa. Kí máa kí wa pé a kú dédé àsìkò yìí, ẹ káàbọ̀. African Youth Parliament náà ni gbédègbẹ̀yọ̀ ní wá níbí, a ò yàn ẹnikẹ́ni ní ìkọ̀sí. But the matter wey dey on top our table is even bigger than that. It's a conspiracy. I will keep saying it over and over. It's a conspiracy against you. There is a conspiracy against you and I that we were not informed. And that conspiracy was to make you think lesser of whom Olodumare has made you to be. Now, when we talk about Ifism, some of us who are now studying, going back to our roots, we máa mọ̀ pé Ifá is just ẹlẹ́rìí ìpín. That means like it's just the testifier of what you have been, what your design is, the testifier of your design. I will not use the word destiny because so many people have bastardized that language. So now, see us, see our daily struggle. You have been opportune to go to school, Abi. You are thinking you are better. You have been class. They have started the cast already. And so you are trying to please somebody that is not there. You are trying to conform. See, I was speaking with teenagers. Mo bá wọn ọ̀ṣọ́rọ̀ ọ̀dọ́ sọ̀rọ̀, kí náà sọ fún mi? Wọ́n ní wípé àwọn fẹ́ di dókítà, àwọn fẹ́ di accountant. Mo ní kí nìdí? Ó ní torí òun nífẹ̀ẹ́ bọ́n ṣe máa ń wọ coat àti tie. Can you imagine? I was so mad. These are the children we turn out. Àwọn ọmọ tá ń bí nìyẹn tó jẹ́ wípé 20 ọdún lénìí, 30 ọdún lénìí. Ókè, ẹ wo ẹnìkan ní ìlú Amẹ́ríkà tó ní Spider-Man costume lòun máa wọ̀ ń tóun bá fẹ́ sú ẹ̀yìn. That's the kind of society. The conspiracy is also against them. Ṣùgbọ́n títí wọ́n yàtọ̀ sí títí wa ni. They have conditioned you to think in a certain way. And that is why you will always think that that which is abroad, that which is white is better, made from anywhere apart from your own. Why they make their own, they use their own and export it to you? I've been opportune to experience education both on the continent of Africa and outside Africa. So a lecturer in Africa is the almighty. A lecturer outside Africa is looking forward to you bringing out the new and latest invention. They don't tell you they are the almighty. There's the beginning of the class outside Africa. Let me tell you, the beginning of the class, they will ask you to introduce yourself and you will tell them what you want to be. Away from the content, no matter what you want to study, the lecturer just want to know you. That's the first class. At least I've done it for more than 4 semesters. 4 semesters, Guinea. The whole of first degree and now master's level. So now they will want to know you. That's the first class. In Africa, who born you? First class, wetin dem go do? Now, apart from that, when you now move to the last day of the class in Oyinbo land, the last day, they will ask you to discuss any topic you like. In fact, they will even tell you that even if you have researched something, bring it to the table. Just know that you must give them evidence, like you use your Google Scholar to bring out that, okay, this is something I've seen, another perspective. No lecturer is going to put it hook, line, and sinker into you. But for Africa, who born you? So we have a lot of conspiracy has been against us, and our forefathers, our immediate fathers, like anybody that is 50 years and above, they are culprits. In fact, when you begin to look at our problem, you'll be thinking Oyinbo man is our problem. Oyinbo man was never our problem. We are our own problems. Who opened the door? Wọ́n ní olè ó ràn olè ìta lọ́wọ́ ni. Àbí mo parọ́ ni? So when you are thinking, when you as an African child, you develop an application, I challenge all the fathers. How many of them support their own children? Here we are today at Duduspree. We knew people who told us when we started that, how will you guys even make money? We say, is it about money? You did not think of the values we'll be adding to the society, making an African child see that there is no difference between the Oyinbo land and the Africa. It's only that the people have been able to develop themselves. Bridging the gap, let them see you know that all these international stations that they listen to, they will not give them their own news. The news where they happen for their land, they not be him they go tell now. But we decided to bridge the gap. Let you see the white man as he is. Let you see the African man as he is. And be able to bring out the best that Olodumare has made you for. Our fathers do not see 50 years and above. Anyone that is 50 years and above is a culprit today. Man and woman. Check our traditional religion. They use candle. Who they make candle? Shana candle our forefathers they use. Go to their churches, go to the shrines. They now use candle. Who they make candle? No be China. Was that part of our own when our forefathers had fitila? Do you know the meaning of a lamp? Our forefathers had oil lamps that you don't need. Oil lamp that can last you for months. All you need to do is just to make you prune the wick. Do I say you should start using oil lamps in your houses? Of course not. But what I'm saying is we have been so duped. If you don't know you are duped, it's actually because you have been duped. So now, should I keep complaining? I will not. And that is why Duduspree came out. That is why the Wonder Women came out. That is why African Youth Parliament came out. That is why YGY came out. We are tired of talking. We are changing the narratives.
I am here to change the narrative of the world. I am here to change the narrative of the world.
Are we going to fail? Yes. In fact, we will fail more than that man that made the bulb, because we do not have anybody to support us. So let us be ready for the failure. But are we going to win? Yes, we are laying legacy. Me, I am at a point, this 2022, I am planting a tree, knowing that that shade, I may not even sit under it. Because it takes 50, 20 years for a tree to be big enough to give shade to the world. And I'm not going to plant a tree here and sit by it. I'm going about planting trees. So it's the challenge. Do we have anybody to support us? We played with all the fathers. We have one, just one or two or three that I've seen Doodle Spree is running today because of the support of men like that, who in their 70s, in their 80s, in their late 60s, early 50s, saying that they cannot just come and go. And you know, I will support you. Some of them is their own last food that they give us. I salute them. But if we have about 100 of that on the continent of Africa, do you know where we'll be? And you will see our fathers coming together. Only what do they tell us? For us to come together, speak one language. Are we babies? Africa is bigger than most of the other continents, yes? Go and check. Most of the continent we enter Africa, and Africa will swallow it up. And you want to force us together when Olodumare himself gave us different languages, different cultures, different way of life, and we are able to cohabitate and live in oneness. Yoruba land is a great example for all of us. On a street, you can see about 10 different religion, what do they call it, avatars that people worship. That was why when Christianity came, they could accept. When Islam came, they could accept. Àwa la máa tún ọ̀rọ̀ ara wa ṣe. Èmi dẹ̀ ń sọ kí náà ń pè kíní wọn kọ́ ló máa Akèrègbè àwọn bàbá wa kọ́ ló máa júwèé ibi tá máa focus sí. Àwọn fúnra wa la máa júwèé ibi tá máa focus sí. Because if we leave them to continue bamboozling us, we will be messed up. I was speaking with one elder and I said that ìgbé kí wọ́n ṣe àgbo báyìí wọ́n ní ṣe tewétegbò eléwu ọmọ ṣáwọn dà kíní kan. I said, excuse me, àgbo èèyàn ní nǹkan báyìí ẹ lu àgbo báyìí ẹ̀yin lẹ máa lọ já ewé kẹsẹ̀ báyìí wọ́n ní àṣé mo lè rí ní chemist. And that is how we have been. The conspiracy against us tó ti pọ̀. So if it is not from chemists, do you know that even these chemists, they also started from tewétegbò? The Coca-Cola you are seeing today was tewétegbò. Awogba àrùn ni. One medicine cure all. But they were able to refine it. And that is the stage we are now. Oh, my African man and woman, would you allow them to give us the narrative? Will you allow them to give us their worldview? Or we want to create a better worldview for our children to be proud of their inventions? Iron, come at started from our land. How come we cannot even do it? Thank you, sir. Before I vex too much.
Oh, thank you very much, Ajoke. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to have you. I'm always very happy to listen to you. Let me take the last note with your concluding note. Please, Phoenix, Cypher, Mr. Akode, once again, thank you very much for joining us. You are get ready, please. So now, let's take it from the last note. Let's go back to that medicine, that is aspect of medicine. Thank you. You were like, and chemist, like she will get here, chemist. There's this particular medication we used to use. I don't know, should I call it medicine? I don't know, but we used it for everything. As a child, I used to use it. We call it Akoro Epajebu. Akoro Epajebu, if you have cough, use it. It will go. If you have stomach ache, use it. If you have jedi, use it. If there's snake bite, use it. Scorpion, use it. Just put it there. If you have an injury, use it. It works for almost anything. If you have heat rashes, scratch, anything, Akoro Epajebu works for everything. And this thing, I don't know what it was. I know it contains lime. That's the only ingredient I could recognize as a kid. And I don't even know why I've not personally researched into this, but I just didn't bother to search into it here. But now I'll even look into it, at least to know, to understand more. It works for everything. If you get poisoned though, use it. Anything, like tell me anything. You have high blood pressure, use it. You have too much sugar in your body, use it. Anything at all, tell me. You have body pain, use it. Joint pain. With just one small black stuff like this, tastes so much like lime, not bitter. It's very it's sour, but it will work. And just imagine this, and it works every time. But at the end of the day, people would rather take paracetamol, take this one, take other things instead of using our native stuffs that work. You could just brand in continent. All that stuff needs more branding with popularity. Just brand it. You know, there's something like Yoruba science, Yoruba technology. Oh yeah, one of my brother is there making a comment. He said there's no overdose. You can't use it so much. That's the worst case scenario. So, and these things really work. You know, last 2 weeks or so, we're talking about this whites now making a pill now, this bitter leaf pill. And it was last week. And Ajoke Ade was even explaining to us how, many things have been removed already. What you are getting is not the bitter leaf already. Like many things have been removed, some things have been added, things your body don't need are already there. Chemical that's been diluted. But there is bitter leaf right beside my house here. And it's fresh, and these things work. I was studying our culture, and so Yoruba culture plus religion and science. Our culture and religion is intertwined even with our environment. That means we understand leaves, we understand roots, we understand the biology and science of herbs and everything. Everything, we are working together. That is so I take tomato leaf and use it to do some other things that will work for you. Very fine. That is why you combine this, and you get some certain results by probably adding some words to. But sometimes you don't need to say anything. So I'm just saying there's a lot in Africa that we are losing, that we are shortchanging, we are cheating ourselves. So now, but I quickly want to get to a point now. There is this man that is very highly devoted to condemning Yoruba religion. He's very devoted, man. He's good. And people love him for it. He will tell you Yoruba religion is very evil. All we do is bad. All we do is condemn other people. All we do is try to destroy the lives of others. All we do is this and that. And at the end of the day, we'll be telling you that, okay, Yoruba religion will be here, and at the end of the day, so Jesus will come and find, cast, Holy Ghost fire. That kind of thing. That's Mike Bamilui, all these Mount Zion movies. That's Mike Bamilui. I don't know if you know Mike Bamilui. Just say yes or anything. Signal. So I won't be talking out of the cloud. Anybody, Joe? Or Ajoke Ade, I'm not. Okay, so I'm not putting anybody down or something, but I'm just looking at this dedication. How someone can be dedicated enough. Oh, thank you very much. How someone can be dedicated enough to do this kind of thing, where they will come and say, okay, Mike Bamileye, witchcraft, then in Jesus' name, and that kind of movie every time. That one is speaking evil of Africa already, because people outside watching it, the new generation that don't know anything, people refuse to read, people refuse to research. So whatever they see is what they believe. They refuse to ask questions. And at the end of the day, this is painting African religion so bad. So even when you tell people that the way I take they mistakenly Elewe Omo. Hey, one time there was a time I wanted to go and get some herbs and stuff, and I needed to go to Elewe Omo. And I was now asking for directions. I said, Elewe Omo. Some people just look at it. Hey. And I was like, oh my God. Like, do you understand? And I was like, wow.
I am the Dama. I'm here to change the narrative of the world. I am the Dama. I'm here to change the narrative of the world.
And I was like, there is no better place to discuss this than African Youth Parliament on Dudu Square FM. So I'm just like, so we are responsible for many things, and until we change, And I'm still very surprised about what you said about your teenagers at Jockey Adi that say you want to become a doctor. Why? Because of what they wear. Would you believe that? Would you believe that the macaroni they put on the head, that wig that lawyers use, that judges use, that stuff that looks like macaroni, you know, it was originated in Africa, or from Africa. It started in Africa. When we dated back many centuries ago, and they found the figurines we use, you know, the sculptures, and we saw it there and we're like, wow, so this thing has been Africa. So they even copied it from here, and at the end of the day, start showing us superiority, like they are the ones that have the organization. Have we read about the organization we have, about how we set up things, about our judgment, even our governmental societies, our governmental body, how everything is arranged and set up? No. All we do is look for something to copy from the white. Look for something to copy. Look for something to copy. Copy. So now I'm going to be opening the board. I think my brother, Cypher. So I'll call you now then. So Cypher, thank you very much. So what do you have to say about this? What is your opinion? What do you think? What has written you to? Oh, okay. I think Cypher is not ready. Okay. So Phoenix, please. Do you have something? What do you think? So thank you very much. I'll be calling now. Kindly unmute.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mr. Damine. Yeah, about the issue we are discussing. One problem of we Africans is that God gave us many talents. I think I've said this several weeks ago, something like that. God gave us many talents, but we are not using them. We are rather relying on the knowledge given to the white people. When you have many things better than they, have, we have many things here that is far better. Like our own herbs here and our drugs, they don't have. If you take too much of tablets now, you have side effects. In fact, I found out about paracetamol. After many years, it affects the intestines. Even there is one medicine like this, contacts. We call it contacts. It works for kata. They said they wrote it on the search that if you use it for a long time, it will cause liver problem. No matter how, even if you use it one pill in a week, it will still give you liver problem. And they are still doing it, and we prefer taking it than our own herbs. Someone like me now, just imagine I had stomach ache and I just used cut bitter leaf from the streets, then mix it with just put everything. I conjured it with water and I drank the water. Till today, I don't have anything like JD. It's working very fine in my body. I don't have any problem. Just like the one brother mine said just now about the Aporo Epaje, which works very fine. So God, many things, many. God gave us, just like what he said, I think we are the ones that know about botany. Like they said, botany is a study of plants. We are the one that knows about botany because we know the effects in the physical aspect, in the spiritual aspect. We know what herbs can do. We know what plants can do. And God gave us a lot of herbs, a lot of plants. But our problem in Africa is that we are relying on the help of other countries, of other continents. Imagine now, when I was in secondary school, my teacher was telling me, it's just so painful that then I don't have this knowledge. I wish I had this knowledge when I was in secondary school. She was telling us, though we have carpenters, we have engineers in Nigeria, but if foreign engineers are working, we shouldn't argue with them because they know better than we. Why will you tell us that they know better than us? If they have one head, we also have one head. It's not that they have one head now. They were born the same way we were born. We know better than they, but it's just that we are feeling inferior to them. That's one problem. We are more superior than they, but we are rather relying on their source. Imagine now, someone is sick, they say, let's fly abroad. It's better let the whites and do it. Is the only wise that can do that? We have a lot of talents. God gave us a lot of gifts, but we don't even know our value. We don't know our worth. We don't even know our capability at all. And once again, we don't need to spend much money before we cure a disease. Very simple. I found out something that, I think it even happened in Nigeria. And we all know Nigeria is an African country as well. A man detected a cure for HIV, and they silenced the man due to corruption. That's another problem that is affecting us again. No. Corruption is also affecting us in this country. Even COVID-19. I'm very sure there's a cure for COVID-19. It might be just one herb, one grass, something we call grass. We call it weed. That it's an unwanted plant. We are seeing up and down that we trample every time that we don't know. God gave us herbs, a lot. But the problem is that all the old raw materials, the old things God gave us, the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding God gave to us, we are not using it. We are rather relying on them. These people will come to our side, they will find out about everything we have. They will take our stuff, they will use it, they will take the whole glory for themselves. Then they will not sell it to us at an higher price. Does that make sense at all? So our problem as Africans that we need to work on is we should believe in ourselves. We should know our value. We should know our worth. We should stop submitting to these white people. We should stop seeing them as our boss. We are the leader. We should stop seeing them as our boss because we have many things they don't have. So why should they not be claiming seniority? And it's not even their fault. It's our own fault that we'll be submitting to them that the whites are more better than us. The whites are not better than us. You ask a child now, what's your name? If we tell you, my name is Jessica, my name is my name is Lydia, my name is. But can you ask an American person that what's your name, and he tell you my name is one Yoruba name? Is it possible? We are the one copying them, just like what the man said. That we're just copying them. We are copying them. We should promote our own talent. We should promote our stuffs. We should promote everything we have. Everything. Like just imagine, based on Yoruba Nation agitation, we went out and someone was saying that though. Us, we don't have gun. Everyone is saying that we don't have our nibon. Some say we don't have bulletproof, but we have waiting past bulletproof. These are bulletproof. Go with these apps. We just mix two apps together, just two things, and they will produce a very big result. But we are not spoiling those stuffs. Just like what the man said again, that he wants to go to Libra. I'm like, me, and if I say it outside, I practice traditional religion. You're like, I still said it today in church, and they were like, you're a child of devil, this, that, because I practice traditional religion. Because we Africans, we know many things, but at the same time, we don't know many things again. We are rather taking something that doesn't belong to us. We are taking it as our own. We've forgotten our identity. We've forgotten who we really are. So the solution to all this is let's work on all our problems. Let's work on everything. Our herbs, our everything. Let's work on, let's promote these stuff. Let's promote it. And we need good government. We need government because corruption also is spoiling everything. And we need to believe in ourselves. We need to stop seeing ourselves as low people. We need to feel pride in ourselves. We need to know our security. We need to, you just see a white person, you want to take selfie with a white person. That white person, does he have 5 heads? Who is he? Is he not an human like you? You'll be seeing white person as the most best people. You'll be giving the whole glory to them. It's rubbish. Why Africans? Why is it that some people just have black minds? It's not cool at all. We are humans. Those will be like, wow, because I'm just here, they will start seeing you. Just imagine the way Queen Elizabeth bullied the black people. All because we are the ones submitting ourselves to them. We are more powerful than they are. We are Africans. We are Africans. We are Africans. God gave us many things. So let's just work on them. Let's promote ourselves, our stuffs. Let's promote our talents. We are the best. Trust me. So thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this chance. Thanks to Do This Free FM, the first and only Pan-African radio. Pan-African radio. I mean African radio. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Cypher. I like that. Phoenix. I like that, Phoenix. I'm sure Ajoke Ade is very proud now. Ajoke Ade, right? I can feel you're smiling. I like that. On African Youth Parliament, that is where you can hear things like this. And that is only on Do This Free FM. Oh yeah, Ajoke Ade say something.
Okay, thanks so much. What do I have to say? I only beg my... Phoenix was the one that spoke just now, not Cypher. So I even know your members' name, voices more than you. So I only plead with every one of us that in our trying to be better, let's not bring anybody down.
I am here to change the narrative of the world. I am here to change the narrative of the world.
So if you go back in history, we have not done well for ourselves. You know, I keep saying something that this generation, who do us, they were not the whites. The whites did not do us. But those people who were 50 years and above, they were our own doom. They caused our doom. So, but the generation before them, did what they did to Mike Bamloye to them. So are we all good? The answer is no. I said, are we all good? The answer is no, right? But are we all bad? The answer is also no. We are not all good and we are not all bad. Check the foreign religion that they are using to dabaru themselves. Is the foreign religion all good? The answer is no. Don't just listen with an open mind. Those of us listening at home, we thank you. Those who watch on a YouTube channel, we thank you. One person at a time, we change Africa, right?
I am the Dama. I'm here to change the narrative of the world. I am the Dama. I'm here to change the narrative of the world.
So now, and those religions, are they all bad? The answer is no. But the problem is, what do you have in your hands? Phoenix, in you trying to be a traditionalist, don't go out against a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, a Hinduist, anybody, anything that people worship, because it's just life's perspective. And what you see per time will change. That's why I was speaking with Damai under the assured that you're on a journey to self-discovery. I am also on a journey to self-discovery. But does that mean that I will stop identifying with who I am? Of course not. But at this stage, I must not do anything that will harm another person, that will bring another person down, that will destroy another person. And that is why Yoruba culture and most of our African cultures, they've got it better. Of course, we will not wear clothes in Africa, even though the Yoruba people, we were wearing clothes before the white man came. But Africans will not wear clothes because we are not in the snow. Kilode. So you cannot tell me that because you brought coat and tie, that's civilization. It's not civilization. People have just adopted your style. How is it easy? I am sweating and you want me to wear coat and tie. I just say then something must be wrong with me. Something must be wrong with me. Why you are in the snow? You did not wear my agbada danshiki tó máa jẹ́ kátẹ́gùn fẹ́ sí ẹ kó tutù pa ẹ́ kú. So yeah, that's the question. Do you want to kill me left and right? If I give my danshiki, Iru and Buba to the white man, he's gonna feel cold. He would have to wear, sweater or something underneath before he wears mine. In fact, that's when I began to quarrel with other religions, because you will not tell me to wear coat and tie in an auditorium where there is no AC, where the weather is so hot. Then I think something is wrong with me, or something is wrong with you, or something is wrong with the two of us. And you will see those of us, we wear the big headgears in a place where that is so hot. But the beauty is human body can adapt. So most of them have adapted. But go and check our women under the jelly baba, full of body odor. This is not derogatory, but let us face the reality. Because the weather does not support some of these things they are doing. And the human body will revolt. But along the line, human mora, full of heat rashes, full of eczema. The men will not tell you, but go ask them, they will tell you the truth. Some of us, we see our fellow ladies, we know what they go through, all because of religion. Am I saying these religions are bad? Of course not. But it becomes bad when you want me to live for the religion, whereas the religion was made for me. Religion was made for man. Man was not made for religion. So now, Phoenix, what I'm just saying is, when you are going out, let them don't argue based on religion, because we are all on the process of knowledge. But in your pursuit of understanding and life workings, do not bring another man down. Why is our traditional medicine not so prosperous and popular? Apart from the fact that we have inferiority complex. You see, I say we, yeah. There is also that which is called non-dosage, non-quantity standard. The standardization is poor. The dongoyaro is one herb that has negative effect on us when we take it in large quantity. In fact, it could lead to blindness. So some of us, but you know, there are some that our medicine is our food in Yoruba land, like the ewuro, like the efirin, like so many leaves that we eat, the pumpkin. Those are our own medicine. Then we have cause to use the likes of dongoyaro, the likes of oiwe tea and the rest, the mango leaves. This is where this generation that we are now should now come and develop them. All of them have toxin. All of them have toxin, and this toxin has destroyed many men's liver. Like all these, what do they call it? Aphrodisiac. This one, sexual enhancement medications. They have caused. They are the number one causes of liver failure on the continent of Africa now. Our young men, when they become 40, 50, they develop liver diseases, kidney diseases, and we end up dying before 50 now because we have overloaded our system with this non-standardized medication. Are the medications bad? No, but we have not removed the toxins and they are not quantified. So the Akporo Ekpajebu will have its own. You know, our medication work in two ways. We have the psychological effect and we have the real effect. So some of them have psychological effect on us, like, okay, I'm okay, I've taken it and I will be fine, and you are going to be fine. We call them placebos. Some of them have placebos effect. You know, why I'm talking is because like tomorrow now I'll be starting a class, going back to school. So I'm reading both the traditional and the Oyibo. So I've been able to understand the equilibrium. So you should not just say that Oyibo is all bad. No, they have done research. They started just like us, but they've been able to bring out the best out of their own. Like this penicillin you see, this antibiotics production, you will be amazed how they get those things. Like there are things we could do. There are things our forefathers have been using, the usage of bacteria, like this iru that we make, fermentation processes. All these things have been there, but they will not tell you. So that the day you see now somebody will patent ewuro, you patent ewuro, thunder fire you now. You painted ewuro, and because you put it into peel and add additives. Oyinbo errora o. And that is the mistake we make. They are in our bushes making research while we are in the churches and mosques fighting ourselves. Let's stop the fight and start working. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajoke Ade. Thank you very much. Oh, okay, Phoenix. Okay, I'm just a moment. Yeah, we're in the church. Pray on Mother Water. High anointing one. Yeah, you got to die by fire. On one lab. On she will on go. On she will take it. All the day where I take it. Oh boy, they're adding everything. Okay, so quickly, Phoenix, you just have 2 minutes because sci-fi is here boiling too. So, Phoenix, please, 2 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Damine. Everything Ajoke Ade said is very correct, but I'm not against all those people that they call themselves Christians. I'm not against them at all. No. Christianity is a very good religion. I was a Christian for 17 years and I really love that religion. But the stuff that normally cause quarrel between me and them is they are against our own religion. I did not condemn their own religion. They'll be condemning mine. They'll be telling us that we are not worshiping God, that we are worshiping. That's what they will tell me. They don't even know anything about our own religion, and they'll be talking as if they know everything, as if they are practicing another man's religion. They took it, they now left their own. Then they're not condemning their own religion, which is traditional religion. They are always against mine. So I just used to give them, if they say rubbish, I used to give them the answer they deserve. I'm not really, no, I don't condemn anyone because you're all worshiping Olodumare, you're all worshiping just one God. But it's just that they are always against mine. They are always against mine. They will tell you, only you're a child of devil. Yeah, someone was even telling that, only I pray wherever your soul is, God provide it, because I was just talking about traditional religion. No? So I do not condemn anyone's religion. No? Thank you very much, man. Thank you, brother mine as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, please, thank you. You can please quickly comment. Thank you very much.
Okay, Cypher, you are not worshiping the same God with the Christians. Don't mix it up. In fact, the traditionalist does not worship God.
Okay. I'm even like, we should make a show for this. Can you please expand just like, because we spent about time, but no problem, just like 5-3 minutes. Can you just expand? Phoenix. Because I'm sure people at home are like, wow.
Yeah, Phoenix, we don't worship God. God is a concept. God can actually be anything. And let me break a table. God can actually be anything. And you will understand that they've even turned Jesus and Anabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam to anything too. Don't get it mixed up. This is for education. Before you start bringing out the sword. And that is why, you see, why will you be so aggressive when they are talking about the concept? Why will you go to the extent of killing? If you have watched people like the Israelis, the Arabs, at least those are the two major religion propagators on earth right now, they are naturally difficult people to live with. Any small thing, see all these Yoruba people now, we can insult ourselves from now till tomorrow. But nǹkan kékeré bá ṣe ẹni yẹn, you even be, there is a human feeling you have. Like you'll be like, oh my, and it's not that you do not mean it. This is the person that you just rain curses on that. It is because of whom we are. We are first Omoluabis before any religion. So now, who is Olodumare? Olodu Omare. Olodu is the owner of divination, who's giving us the 16 Odus. So you are making a great mistake when you now say God is the Olodu. That means you are telling us that no, there is no need for any table again. We don't need table. We break all the tables. We don't need tables. So now the truth of the matter is, okay, that's by the way, it was Cypher telling us that if we break all the tables, that the carpenters will charge us so much. So it's when you do not understand whom God is and whom Olodumare is, that you will be saying they are the same, that we worship the same God. We worship no same God. Our God does not kill. Our God does not tell us to kill. Our God gives people, recompense for whatever they've done. Our God does not command you to kill with the aim of getting better. You don't kill to get better. So now, if you tell me that we worship the same God, no, we don't worship a sword-carrying God who killed for pleasure. We don't. We will have àtúbọ̀tán. Oníṣèbíre mẹ́ta lèmi wọ́, èmi ń wówó, èmi ń wọ́mọ, èmi ń wọ́ àtúbọ̀tán. We have it on the continent of Africa, especially the Yoruba people. So don't get it mixed up. If you go to church and they are praying, just know the kind of God you are praying to. Of course, the church in one denomination, the God in one denomination, does not even allow them to marry the God in another denomination. Baga, when they claim to worship the same God, that's not God. It's a concept that they have accepted. Olodumare is the one that owns the divination. The church the God in one church that allows you to wear trousers, the one in another that will kill you and send you to hellfire if you wear it in another. The God in one religion that allows you to cut another man's head to get to the heavens. Their heavens, not mine. Their heavens to get 72 virgins, and you continue deflowering people, and you have sexual outrage by 1,000 years, continuous sex. You people don't read. That's not my God. So, Tebatinla, is it the God that will allow you to be paranoid about everybody? We are just so evil that if you see any goodness, you think the person want to use you. We are so evil that when we lose our children, you know, when somebody's child die now, you will say, he won't lot it any. Because we have been made to be wicked. That's when I'm referring to Davido's case. How many of us were just going, oh, come on. The God on the continent of Africa, the one in Yoruba land, is the God that allows you to protect yourself, not lay down your head to be killed and slaughtered like animals. We don't go about bearing sword. That's why if you check our class, the society, we are the Eshos. All these Eshos, you see all these things they are doing in the white man's land. We've always had it.
I am the Damai. I'm here to change the narrative of the world. I am the Damai. I'm here to change the narrative of the world.
So, Phoenix, don't mix up that God casting fire, making people to die, with the one who loves you, who put you, ó kọ́kọ́ forí ẹ̀ sọlẹ̀ síbi tó jẹ́ pé ìyà ò ti ní jẹ. Ìwà àwọn ọmọ èèyàn ló bayé jẹ́ náà. Ìwà òun ló bayé jẹ́. Don't mix up Olódùmarè with that God that will allow them to steal and take money from them. And then take money, after taking money from them, he will forgive them, whereas that theft has cost the life of many people on the road. We don't worship same God. Don't get it mixed up. If you're a true believer, you are born again, you understood this life, you will see that it's different from all this charade we're doing now. I rest my case. Olodumare is not equal to the sword-bearing God. Don't let me angry you.
I'm happy alone. If not because we are married, I would have proposed right on this show. Right on this show, like Ajokia Day. I just want to marry your brain. You know, this mindset is very rare and most people don't know. Do you know it's very difficult to discuss this outside? When you discuss it outside, people that don't understand will start blabbing, saying things they don't know. And I really love the fact that you can put this straight and plain. So now, once again, I'm reiterating what Ajoke Ade said. We are not condemning anybody. We just want to know the truth. So now today, this is African Youth Parliament. What we're discussing is knowing the truth, you know, taking responsibility. We don't want situations whereby lie will always prevail. What did I do wrong? What did my fathers do wrong? And what am I going to correct? We're here to correct the wrong deeds of our forefathers, our parents. 50 upwards, like Ajoka said. And that mistake, we're not going to carry it over. We're going to remove every ugly in our history. Like, we're going to correct every ugly and make the good even better. Until our better is good, we will not stop. You know, I realized that in schools, do you know what they sing as marching in songs? Like in Yoruba schools, then the songs I grew up learning is where kí o mọ̀ gé èékánná rẹ jẹun tó dára lásìkò máa jẹun jù. That's bad. Clean your body, wash thoroughly and be clean. Cut your fingernails, trim it down. Eat good food, eat healthy food on time, and don't overfeed, don't overeat. Overeating will cause constipation, you know, purging and so on. those were the songs I like. But now, but you see, it's man go only don't call we don't call it assembly ground, religiously based, or songs that don't have values in them. I'll just feel like, share what's going on. Then we used to sing very quality songs. But now all those things are what we are going to correct. In schools, at home, we're going to teach our children culture. Fathers, mothers, we are going to spend quality time with our children, one, and we are going to teach them good culture, true stories. That is why we even have Ariel Shupa, Moon Play on Ariel Shupa. There's also on Dudu Spray FM. We are so lucky to have Dudu Spray. Dudu Spray FM gives you everything all in one. On Ariel Shupa, that's Moon Play. We have stories that teach people education, pure, interesting, lovely, entertaining for children to learn instead of them watching movies and say anything. That's why swearing for those Spider-Man costume. What stupidity. So now our own heroes, we have to understand who our own heroes are. Parents should be heroes to their own children self. You see in Superman, Batman, when they use sorcery in the movies, you don't complain. But when you hear of Shango striking thunder, you will love Zeus, you love Thor, brand new. But now when you hear of Shango, you start shouting. You love Superman, you love Wonder Woman. But when you hear of Oya, you start shouting. You like Aquaman, but when you hear of Oshun, Olokun, you start shouting. And I start wondering, like, why are we just changing ourselves? We believe everything that is brought from the white man is pure, clean, lovely, wonderful, perfect. And anything that is from the black man, in fact, they've even changed the color black. The color is black is the color of the devil. Who knows the devil? I don't even know the devil, and I don't really care about the color of the devil. I don't even care about the devil himself. We have issue, we have devil. That one is, they are standing very separate. They don't even know each other. Maybe they do, I don't care. But now, we don't have any Satan, anybody that dares face Olodumare to tell Olodumare that, Olodumare, I want your throne. Let's not even go there, because that is going to be very deep. So now, it's just so wonderful, though. It's so wonderful. So the show, we're bringing today's edition to an end already. So we're bringing it to an end, and I'm very happy. I truly, please, Ajoke, is the hand still up, or is the hand you raised before, please? No, I don't know if Ajoke can hear us. Oh, thank you. All right, so I really appreciate everyone who is listening to us live on Dudu Spray FM. On Dudu Spray FM, you get the best content. This is very valuable. Go on Dudu Spray FM, download the app. Please go on Play Store and give us a review. Give us a 5-star review, because we even deserve more. If there's 10 stars, go ahead, give us 10 stars. So give us a 5-star review with tell them what we do, how educative, entertaining our contents are. So this will even help us and help others locate us faster. It will help others download the app so they can understand that this app is very good. If we have a 5-star review, it's going to be very good. At least when they tally it, we have up to 4.8, even 5 if possible. So please give us a review on Play Store so that people can learn more about us. Go on our social media platforms. We are doing well. Just search for Dudu Spray. Dudu Spray FM is going to pop up. So on Dudu Spray, we give you the best content. Yeah, Dudu Spray Official. It gives you the best content you can get concerning Africa, generally, your health, your wealth, your health, money making, technology, even what is trending right now, you're going to get it. So I appreciate everyone listening to us on Dudu Spray. I appreciate everybody watching us live on YouTube. I appreciate everybody that gave their time to be present in today's edition of African Youth Parliament. Ajoke Ade, thank you very much. It's a pleasure. Oh, Cypher left already. Cypher, if you can hear it, thank you very much. Then Phoenix, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. This is African Youth Parliament. Next week, by 4:00 p.m. Yoruba Land time, we'll be here again to discuss an even amazing topic. Something that will help us, that will help our exposure and help our mind. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you very much once again. I am your honorable host. I am your honorable speaker, Damine. Goodbye.
This is Do the Spray FM, an African radio.
I am the Damine. I am here to change the narrative of the world. I am the Damine. I am here to change the narrative of the world.
You are listening to Do the Spray FM, Pan-African radio.
Lie. What you want to be say? We want to make people know. Say something don't dig ground before you go come. This Africa where you see so, we don't dig ground. We've been doing lots of things. We've been doing lots of wonders before the Americans, the Westerners came here. And this our generation, we are here, won't turn the story around. Our own generation, we're going to tell people say we fail. Our own generation go they encourage people. The people will go come after us, they go know say we don't do big thing. I'm gonna pass you major yaya befa. Or them after tell you what we going to let them to tell you. So everything we've done is what they will follow. I will make sure we lay down good and solid foundation for them.